Behind the Great Firewall, the hidden world of Chinese AI progress. China is unfortunately committed to the creation of a fully dystopian surveillance state. The CCP does everything it can to block outside sources of information from the free world. Google, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and a wide variety of news sources are all banned in China. In addition, China uses an ever-expanding array of video and audio surveillance tools to spy on its citizens. China monitors all forms of cell phone and computer communication. In some parts of China, there are random checks of personal phones by police and military looking for banned apps and communication tools. China requires its citizens to report online activity that does not fully support the CCP and Chairman Xi Jinping. With all of this surveillance activity going on, one might assume that China has achieved near-perfect levels of monitoring and surveillance. It hasn't. Fortunately, in this case, a lot of things in China just don't work. Here is a video from the China Show YouTube channel, a really good source of information on China, link in the description. A Chinese woman is attacking a medical facility check-in robot after it has repeatedly failed to help her get a medical appointment. China may be a factory for the world, yet it has a surprising amount of tech which is not very good. This is a frequent problem in communist countries. While China wants top-notch surveillance and monitoring, it struggles with implementation across a huge population with tremendous ethnic and economic diversity. You can imagine the numbers of people required to sort through all of the raw data that China is collecting. Technology certainly could help the government crack down even harder on dissent, and China hopes that AI will play an important role in that crackdown. China has invested a lot of money in artificial intelligence. China believes that AI will enhance military power, advance technology, and increase social control. Yet it is very hard to track AI progress and implementation in China. There are several reasons for this. First of all, government reports on technological progress are often exaggerated. China may be seeking to become a fully Orwellian surveillance state, but it already has a fully Orwellian propaganda machine. Transparent and factual government data in China is rare. Can you imagine what would happen if the Chinese government simply shared an accurate history of the Chinese Communist Party? Chairman Mao, who is still venerated in China by the CCP, was a mass-murdering sociopath. Conservative estimates suggest that he was responsible for the deaths of 40 million people. Some estimates place the number at 80 million. This true history will never be told by the CCP. Deceit is interwoven through all aspects of Chinese government policy. So Chinese government propaganda will not be very effective in helping us track AI progress in China. While we know that China has spent a great deal on AI, much economic activity in China is plagued by corruption and mismanagement. Here is a video of shoddy commercial construction by the YouTube channel China Insights, which is another good source of information on China. Link in the description. Siphoning funds from government and commercial projects is one of the ways that China rewards party members. China may have spent a great deal on AI development, but how effective that spending has been and how well managed that spending has been is hard to say. We know that China is lagging behind the West in AI implementation. We also know that some of their efforts in AI development are using hijacked Western code. The problem with using pirated forms of free-world AI is that the large language models have been trained on information from the free world. In a country that is constantly rewriting history, free access to AI might bring access to free ideas. China wants a sanitized AI that conforms to its manipulated history of the world. In other words, China wants a good Marxist AI that will help it suppress dissent and control its population. The problem with this vision of AI is that it confronts many Chinese AI researchers and developers with the question, why should I help build my own cage? How motivated can you be when developing a technology which will be used to inhibit your freedom and the freedoms of over 1.4 billion of your fellow citizens? Western governments have begun export controls designed to slow China's progress in military technology and AI. These efforts seem to be somewhat effective. Since China has 18% of the world's population, it is important for the West to do its part to slow the implementation of AI in China. Hopefully, the CCP, with its technology issues, corruption issues, and management issues, will find the road to AI adoption a rocky one. While it is impossible to fully know AI progress in China, we do know that they are not as advanced as the West, and that they are struggling with implementation. And for the moment, that is a good thing.